What is going on? Bashman. We are going to take a peek at my Grist Commander deck. These are double sleeves, so you kind of have to tip it. You aren't able to grab it on the side like the other box with the other deck in there. This is my Grist Commander deck. Just going to kind of give you guys a sneak peek. There's about 12 of you that reached out to me wondering what was in it. A few reaching out on the group itself. So I'm going to show you everything that's in my Grist Commander deck. And I'm doing this as well as before I go up north fishing. So this is a legal commander card. It is a creature outside of the game. So that means it can be your commander. Play it like a normal commander. Summon it as you will. So there it is. That is in the command zone. We're going to go ahead and just grab a portion of these cards. Somebody said, how can you even make a good insect commander deck? What was it? I think there was over 163 different type of insect cards, or maybe it's 363. I'm having a brain fart at this very second in time. But there are a ton of insect cards. I think maybe it's 163. Maybe more. Fable Pass is not bad. Vorpede, Vigilance, Trample, and Dying. It's pretty nice to be able to just be able to have the counters. You know, when it dies, if it had no +1/+1 counters, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control with a +1/+1 counter. So it's pretty cool. Not a bad card, honestly. Blight Beetle, it's just not a bad card as well. Eternal Scourge, you may cast Eternal Scourge from exile. When Eternal Scourge becomes the target of a spell or ability, an opponent's control, exile Eternal Scourge. So it's not terrible. It's definitely a 3/3. This is something that could definitely be upgraded out of the deck. Definitely still looking for some more cards. You know, I just put together a few decks. One of them that I just finished putting together, just out of curiosity, was the Dragon deck, and I'm giving that one away. So definitely got some more money I need to throw into this deck. Genesis Wave, Life from the Loam, always a fun little card here. Return up to 3 target lands from your graveyard to your hand. Dredge 3, it's not bad. Temple of Melody, it's obviously gorgeous to have some full art foilies in your 99 Oran Reef the Vast Wood. You got Woodland Cemetery, a Saber Ants. Whenever Saber Ants is dealt damage, you may put that many 1/1 green insect creature tokens into play. It's not bad, especially if you can soup them up, force your opponent to attack it. There's some stuff in here that I believe does that, so that's pretty cool. Flash, Skylasher can't be countered, breach, protection from blue. It's all right. It's an insect, right? It's nothing crazy. Timeless Witness. It's a human shaman. When Timeless Witness enters the battlefield, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. It's just a more expensive Eternal Witness. Dark War Pathway. Grave Pact, duh. Cabal Coffers, because why not? Mazarek Crawl Death Priest. This is an interesting one. It's an insect shaman. Whenever a player sacrifices another permanent, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. I like it I like it because it says whenever a player sacrifices. Definitely a lot of things in here that you'll see where that comes into play. Tempt with Discovery, search your library for land card, land draw card. Ant Queen, put a 1/1 green instant creature token onto play. What's nice about this is if you have a lot of mana ramp, it's pay 2, and you do not have to tap this, so you can do it as many times as you want. Bolus's Citadel, you may look at the top card of your library. Anytime you play the top card of your library, if you cast a spell this way, pay life equal to its converted mana cost rather than pay its mana cost. Sacrifice 10 non-land permanents. Each opponent loses 10 life. Love the hell out of that card. Hex Parasite. It's all right. You can remove counters. This is where it can get a little crazy. Repeat the following process X times. Each opponent loses 3 life unless that player sacrifices a non-land permanent or discards a card. Now, there's a point in the game where I can have a ton of insect tokens, sacrifice a ton of creatures for mana, and ramp the hell out of that. Bane of the Living, Morph, Doubling Season, because you already know you need one of those. Sacrifice a creature, add 2 to your mana pool. This is a great card. It's like it's Phyrexian Altar, you know, duped a little bit. Nature's Lore. Search your library for a first forest card, and then here we go. Dictate of Erebos. Flash. Whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent sacrifices a creature. Very, very good synergy with the deck that we got going on that you're kind of getting a rhythm for that you're seeing here. It's nice to play this, obviously, when you've got creatures you have that are dying. And whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent sacrifices a creature. So, very useful. Grim Tutor. Call to the grave at the beginning of each player's upkeep. That player sacrifices a non-zombie creature. At the end of turn, if no creatures are in play, sacrifice this. So, sacrifice at the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player sacrifices a non-zombie creature token. So yeah, it's kind of nice because obviously this one ramps out tokens, so it's gonna be Shield Dread all day. Demonic Tutor, Necropotence, Draw Power, Eternal Witness. We talked about her. Caustic Caterpillar, sacrifice Caustic Caterpillar, destroy target artifact and enchantment. Again, not the craziest card. Just kind of goes with a little bit of the synergy aspect. A Vampire Tutor. Bond Beetle, when Bond Beetle enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. A 3 visits. I actually might be upgrading that out of there. There's a couple of cards that I'm going to be getting rid of. There's a card in here that is specifically just for the gorgeousness of it. You'll see it. Diabolic Intent. As an additional cost to cast a spell, sacrifice a creature, search your library for a card, and put that card into your hand. Then shuffle your library. Easy cast, especially with what we got going on. Definitely some lands here. Let's get through these. Here we go. Phyrexian Tower, sacrifice a creature, add 2. Yes, this one you tap, so definitely just going to get the 2 out of that. Prismatic Vista, Toxic Deluge, a Deadly Rollick, very great card. Obviously, if you control a commander, you do not have to pay the cost. Exile target creature, stupid. Xantid Swarm, blind whenever Xantid Swarm attacks if any player can't play spells this turn. That is not bad. Would be nice with a little bit of haste, but definitely something that I actually might consider upgrading out. It's not terrible though. It's just 0/1. And it's really not doing much for me, to be honest. So there's another land there. We got Yavimaya, Cradle of Growth, Etched Foil, Caustic Wasp. Whenever Caustic Wasp deal damage to a player, you may destroy a target artifact that player controls. It's alright. It's a 3-drop for a 1/1. Has a lot of abilities going on. Hornet Queen's nice when you can get it off. Enters the battlefield, create 4/4 or a 4/1/1 green insect creature tokens with flying and death touch. Again, it's expensive. It's a 2/2. It's really about just trying to get that off and praying to the gods, you know, that it's not going to get countered. Obviously, if you can get the ramp up sooner, that can get a little dirty. We got Nantuku Elder. It's Insect Druid. Add 2 to your mana pool. Tap him, which is nice. It just sucks that he costs 3. I'm looking for a little bit of stuff that's looking for little things that are a little bit more quicker, but it helps. Ancient Tomb, gorgeous card. Giant Ediphage, trample whenever Giant Ediphage deals combat damage to a player, create a token that's a copy of Giant Ediphage. So again, it's just multiplying the heck out of that. Phyrexian Altar, this is where it comes into handy. Sacrifice a creature, add 1 mana of any color. Again, also, if I have a ton of insect out there, I mean, we're going to ramp some mana. This is the card that is just a gorgeous card that I threw in here just because I love it. I love the art on this, and I just wanted it in there. It's kind of got the Grist vibe, you know what I mean? It just felt right, but at the same time, I don't have too many artifacts in the deck, so I do have a revised Mana Vault in here that I picked up from my LGS, which is very gorgeous. Scoot Swarm, because why not? Triumph of the Hordes, till end of turn, creatures you control get +1/+1, gain trample. And in fact, that can be a little dirty. Swarm Yard, regenerate target insect, rat, spider, because you know you need to do that every now and again. Urberg, Tomb of Yawgmoth, let's get some lands going. Beacon of Creation, put a 1/1 green insect creature token into play for each forest you control. Combine that with Yavimaya Cradle's Growth, you got some beefy power. Lanoir Waste, non-GMO, Ghost Pepper, Sauce to the Face, Hornet Nest. Whenever Hornet Nest is dealt damage, create that many 1/1 green insect creature tokens with flying. Nantuko Husk, sacrifice a creature. Nantuko Husk gets +2/+2 until end of turn. It's not the greatest. That one can probably go. Phantom Nantuko, some of these again. Phantom Nantuko comes into play with 2 +1/+1 counters on it. If damage would be dealt to Phantom Nantuko, prevent that damage, remove a +1/+1 counter. Put a +1/+1 on. Could really get ramp in there. Liliana Dreadhorde General, Overgrown Tomb, Force of Vigor. We got Beast Within, destroy target permanent. Its controller creates a 3/3 green beast elk creature. No, I'm just kidding. Oko. Morrican Beetle. Whenever a player sacrifices a creature, you may put a +1/+1 counter on Morrican Beetle. So it's not the greatest. that one there. Azoni, Thousand-Eyed. When Azoni Thousand-Eyed enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 black and green insect creature token for each creature card in your graveyard. Sacrifice another creature, you gain 1 life and draw a card, so definitely could really ramp up there. Verdant Catacombs, Twilight Mire, Noxious Revival, Assassin's Trophy, love the card, used to be like 25 bucks. Realm Walker, it's alright. Walking Ballista is a dirty little card. We got Broadhatch Nantuko. Whenever Broadhatch Nantuko is dealt damage, you may put that many 1/1 green insect creature. So again, it's all right. Like these, you gotta be able to have these be dealt damage. You may play this face down as a 2/2 creature, turn it face up at any time for its morph cost. So again, these are just kind of some insects to get the synergy going. It comes into play with X+1/+1 counters on it, where X is the number of other creatures in play. Food Chain, they're just reprinting this now in Double Masters. Not selling mine. I like the art on this. I know it's going to be kind of dirty in the other one, but it's a great card. Cavern Souls, reprint on that as well. Nurturing Peatland, Nessian Hornbeetle, Skull Clamp. We got the Bellados Witherbloom. I love it. I love the card. Mana Crypt, of course. Parallel Lives, it's absolutely a fun card if you don't know. If an effect would put 1 or more tokens onto the battlefield under your control, it puts twice that many onto the battlefield instead. Devouring Swarm, sacrifice a creature. Devouring Swarm gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Again, not the greatest. It's 3-drop. It's a 2/1. There's a lot of, I feel like there's a little bit more cards that we can get in there. Scute Mob is not bad. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 5 more lands, put 4 +1/+1 counters on Scute Mob. So that's pretty dirty. It's like, my God, I'm drawing a blank. Sarah Ascendant or whatever. I think that's what it is, Sarah's Ascendant, where you have starting life total X amount, 30 life or more, and it gets +5/+5 or whatever. It's just ridiculous. Unclaimed Territory, choose creature type. So spend this mana to cast a creature spell of the chosen type. Like, what's going on there? As Unclaimed Territory enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Huh, that looks familiar, doesn't it? Let's take a peeky. A peeky. As Kevin, choose a creature type. Add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Spend this mana only to cast creature spells of the chosen type, but it can't be countered. Just damn near as good, in my opinion, especially since we're running hella insects. I do like the fact that you can make it so it can't be countered with the Cavern of Souls, but that one you can't go wrong with. So anyways, there's my Grist deck. Please leave in the comments down below any upgrades that you think you would add to this. If this helped you want to make me consider building a Grist deck, it's super fun. Just let me know down below what you think of this deck. If this is something that interests you, maybe you have one and there's something that you saw that maybe you want to add now. Just, yeah, go ahead and let me know down in the comments. Show me some love. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Again, down below, also in the description box, there's Patreon link, new Facebook group link. We got a huge giveaway going on. 1,300 members were giving away a Double Masters Collector Box, a $500 Commander deck, and then also a... this is for the people that watch the YouTube. You guys will know. Nobody else will know. A Mox Opal as well. That's worth $100. So 1,300 members by June 30th. Those 3 items are being given away. That's just absolutely ridiculous. That's over $850. I know in the giveaway it says online, it says $750, but that's over $850 in value, just so you guys know. That being said, yeah, also be sure to smash that like button, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't, join the Facebook group. We got so many giveaways going on, lots of fun coming up, huge Double Masters 2022 content coming up with big events for patrons. With there's gonna be so many free packs given away as a patron. Doesn't matter what tier you are. And then, oh my God, there's just a lot of spicy stuff that's going to be given away for patrons as well as in the group in the next month and coming months. It's just going to be insane. So be sure to share this with your friends and family. Check us out again on Facebook. Leaving a like on the video helps us so much. So again, hope you guys enjoyed this little video for deck tech today for Grist Commander deck. Peace out. #BashFam. Much love. Stay groovy.